I don't want to be an ass but. Hello Reddit, I need advice. My husband and I are almost 30. Neither of us want or have ever wanted children, which seems to be at the great dismay of our families. Particularly my grandmother. As is her yearly ritual, she plans to sit myself and my husband down and have a serious talk about us having kids. It's her belief that we will start to get old and have nothing in our lives without kids. Now I only know this is coming because my brother gave us pre-warning that it's coming this year at Christmas. Usually she catches us off guard, or makes some comment about how we treat our dog like a child because it's such a shame all that love goes to your dog. Face with rolling eyes anyways. I have told her, nicely, that we do not want kids at all. Ever. Very clearly. Many times. She's just not getting it. Now I don't want to be an asshole to my grandmother, but I don't know what else to do at this point. She always does it in front of family, making a huge scene. And I'm just sick of it. What can I do? Sorry grandma, but we only do anal. What about being preemptive and stating it when you arrive and the first time everyone is in the same room? For God's sake, grandma, I can't have children. There's something wrong with my vagina. It will never be mentioned again. Tell your granny, if you want children from my husband, then call him over and make it happen with him. She will give up instantly, rolling on the floor laughing. Grandma, we're not having this conversation again. I love you, but you get no say in my relationship and what I do in my life. I've already told you several times this is not happening. As a matter of fact, having to repeat myself over and over again only to not be listened to and realizing how much it annoys me just confirms that parenthood is not for me. I will no longer respond to you when you bring up this topic. BC, it's already been addressed. The answer is no, it's not happening. And when she bring it back up, get up and leave the room or house if need be. My family did this to me starting in my early 20s. Even when I was single. It was annoying AF. I said a similar version of the above, and when it went there I got up and left. They backed off. I ended up having kids, but much later in life. It's not for everyone and they need to respect your decision. Don't back down. Just BC, it's granny. You're not a kid anymore and she needs to start respecting you as an adult. There are a lot of good suggestions in the comments, but if my grandma did this and she was well aware I had no intention of having kids, would straight up tell her she won't be seeing me again if she can't stop. I love my grandma, but people who think they can comment on people's highly personal decisions, like kids and wedding, really bother me. Respond by bringing up a topic that makes her uncomfortable. Granny, it's really draining that you keep nagging me about this. By the way, are you thinking pine, oak, mahogany? Do you like the granite stones or marble? I've heard soil type can affect the rate of decomposition. Any thoughts? Quote. My grandma does this, too. Instead of trying to make her accept it, I just tell her she's right, and if I ever get pregnant, I'll tell her first. Tears of joy. It satisfies her, and in the end I don't have to get all serious and mad about how it's nobody's business. I vote for turning it around and asking her why she is so interested in your sex life. If she is that desperate for details about sex, you could preemptively have a very raunchy lit novel and gift it to her. Plan out a list of conversation starters before you go. Anytime grandma so much as hints at babies, change the subject. Such a shame you give so much love to the dog and not to adorable human children. Speaking of kids, grandma, what was your favorite movie as a child? Quote. If she calls you out for changing the subject, pleasantly agree. Why, yes. I am changing the subject because we had the same conversation last year. How old were you when The Wizard of Oz came out? Quote. No is a complete sentence. Ignore her when she tries to engage on this topic. You've been kind and polite about it, and she isn't taking the hint. Ask Grandma if she could just throw an air mattress down on the floor at Christmas so the whole family can watch you procreate a great-grandbaby for her. When she acts offended, say, "Well, you keep inviting yourself into our bedroom and our personal choices. So I thought you wanted to watch or something." That will shut her up. When I found out I can't have children, the questions didn't stop. It was, "Did you try this?" And, "What about that?" I often ended up in tears and feeling like I had to share all my private medical history with everyone. What finally worked was setting a hard boundary and saying, "Thanks for your concern, and I love you, Grandma, but this topic is off limits." If they kept talking, I got up and left the room. If that didn't work, I left the gathering. It's a rude question, and no one's business. Your grandma is causing the scene, but you can end it. It's such a shame all that love goes to your dog. You sound like an awesome dog owner. I don't see why the dog would deserve less love than a child. She always does it in front of family, making a huge scene. Talk about grandstanding in front of the whole family to talk down on you. You don't have to have kids op. It is your life to control the way you want, and you're happily married. Just tell the family your hubby had a vasectomy 2 years ago on March 27th. Oh dear. First, you might want to join the child-free subreddit. You're going to have to stop being nice or she'll never shut up. You're going to have to say something like, "X and I have made the very conscious decision to never have kids. It is our decision and it is final. Please do not bring it up again. If you do, we'll have no choice but to distance ourselves from you to avoid harassment. And for what it's worth, I'm 67 and my husband is 69. We never had kids and have zero regrets. Our lives are full, rich, rewarding, and satisfying. We retired early and moved to a small mountain villa south of Valencia, Spain. I have my own pottery studio. My husband has 3 motorcycles. We travel all over Europe whenever we want, sometimes impromptu. We didn't waste our lives or our money raising kids who'd probably end up ungrateful anyway. We've lived." Standard management level answer. Thanks for the info, we will think about that. I was the ass to family about me not wanting to have kids and it worked. After a while, you have to give people what they want, which is to be put in their place. I keep things short with everyone and pretty much am NC. Tell Grandma that this is the last damn time you are having this conversation and leave. The gently stuff is why she keeps at it. You need to check her out in the open and everyone else that has opinions about your life. If you want, I will happily travel and do it for you. Tears of joy, tears of joy. You can tell I'm sick of the kid convo for myself and others. I think I'd just smile. Nod. Let her say her piece. Say, "Thanks for letting me know you feel that way. Who wants to play cards?" Make it awkward, like she's just rambling on about an opinion no one asked for. Since that's what she's doing. Why do you sit down for the talk? Get up and walk away. It's your grandmother. Your problem. If I was your partner, I'd think you were dragging me through it for no reason. It's your family to deal with. Stand up. Say, "We have already told you we aren't having kids. Sorry you are unable to respect our choices, but I am done talking about this ever again." Walk out of the room.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.